everyone, it's Bonnie here, and I wanted to share with you a few hauls that I made from my local thrift stores, mostly Savers, and tag sales. It's finally tag sale season, so I was able to score a lot of really awesome stuff. Everything has been laundered, and some of it I've already cut or taken apart for the pieces that I wanted. So let me really kind of quickly go through the stuff that I found and give you an idea of what kind of things to look for when you're out there. So there were these curtains that were really kind of hideous, but it had this amazing fringe, like tassel trim on it. And look at how beautiful that is. Absolutely stunning. I love it. So I was able to get a few of the curtains on that. A little of it has damage on it, but that's fine. That is fine. So the next pieces are kind of doily pieces that I found. Some of them are really unique. Some of them have staining or yellowing, which is fine with me because I will dye it with avocado or tea stain or coffee stain or whatever. Now this piece here I cut off of a sheer curtain, and this was like at the bottom of it. There was a bottom piece, and this was the bottom piece. See how it has the gorgeous scallops, and then these beautiful flowers in here. Isn't this just beautiful? So I had purchased this at Savers, and what I do is I go through the curtains, and I look for stuff like this that are on the curtains, and I just take my seam ripper, and these are just pieces of fabric that were in some of the bags. It's just fabric. And here's a beautiful doily. It's got, just the cotton middle. But look at that. Isn't that awesome? I just love it. And the doilies mostly are like a quarter, when you go to tag sales. So those are definitely good finds. This one is one of my most favorite finds. This is actually a pillowcase, but look at the gorgeous tatting on it. So guys, also look at the pillowcases, because sometimes you can find gorgeous trims on the pillowcase, and then you can use the beautiful cotton material for your other crafting projects. So that's that. And then I found this, which is I'm not going to open the whole thing. It's a curtain, and oh, maybe I'm going to have to. Okay, so sorry about that. So it has this gorgeous trim here, which can easily be cut away. And look at this piece right here. Isn't that awesome? So again, I found this in the curtain aisle. See, and it has the 4 sides, and then there's a middle piece with another, one of those, and then a couple more. So that was a really good find. So I do still have a lot of cutting up to do, but wanted to share with you, what to look for. And again, like I said, this is from the curtain section. And here is another doily. And again, You know, it does have some staining, but that's okay. These are great for your doily albums. That's what I pretty much got it for, because I don't find them this big that often. So that was awesome. And then I found this one, which is really beautiful because it's, you know, got that vintagey look to it. Ooh. And by the feel of it, it feels like it is vintage. But for sure, I don't know. I don't know. So I did find that one. And then I got this kind of large one here that again, you know, has staining and stuff. But what I do with this is, this is good for dangle trim. So you want to just cut up, you know, here, and then you get like dangles. So this is really fun to use. You know, you may not think like, oh, what would I do that in, you know, in crafts. It's perfect for dangles. See, there's a big hole in it, but that's okay. That's okay. And then here is another one. Isn't that pretty? So you can cut that out and use that, or, you know, whatever. And then there's this one here. It's kind of plain. And this one here, and it's got cute little little doilies that can be cut out, and then you can use that separately. And then there's this one here. Very pretty. And this one is a little unique. What I think is, it was like, I don't know if they started like doing like pieces like this and was gonna like put, you know, other squares. I don't know, but look at the pretty pieces in that. This is a thicker you know, lace. And then this little one here, really pretty. And look at this teeny tiny one. Looks like it's got patina on it, doesn't it? But that is definitely vintage, this one here. And this is fine. There's rip here and there's rip here, but if you put stuff over it, it's fine. It looks, you know, vintage, and that's, you know, if you're into that, that's perfect. So this is pretty. Another unique one. Staining, but that's okay. That is totally fine. And there's this one here. And then this one here is like really icky. So I'm not sure. This side is better. That side's better. And then there's this one here in white. And then this one here, very pretty. And then this one, lovely. And this one's really different too. I was thinking this could be like, you know, a back and front to a lace book. And there's two pieces here. So wouldn't that be cool? You know, for a little lace book. So I think that's what I'm going to do with that. It's like perfect, right? The perfect size. So I was really excited about that, those pieces. And then this one here. And then I got this, which is a runner, but it looks like somebody started chopping it up. But look at how pretty these are. And those can totally be added to your lace book. So I got that. And look at this. How gorgeous. I have nothing pink like this. Isn't that beautiful? This I'll probably display in my room. It's so pretty. I don't know if that's a napkin or I'm not really sure. And then there's this one here, which is really cool. With the pretty designs on that. And then there's this here. It's kind of a larger runner in white. cotton, and it has really pretty doilies in it. So I'll be having fun cutting that one up. It's kind of a larger piece, like I said. And then there's this one in kind of a more of a creamier color, and it's another larger one, and it has this size again, and this is a really fun size to use for flowers. You know, for layering your flowers. So pretty. And I think this is the matching one. Okay, so that's just the same as that one there. A little staining, but that's okay. And then I found this shirt at a tag sale for $1. But look at the beautiful material on this. Isn't it gorgeous? So you may not be interested in clothing, you know, at thrift stores or tag sales, but do look, because you'll find gorgeous clothing that have beautiful laces and stuff. So I also found this. I'm not really sure, it's like runners, and this is how it came. So isn't that really pretty? So there was 2 of those. Again, I'm not sure what it was for. Okay. And then this was a piece of, see how it's got the sheer curtain? This is actually cut out of a curtain, but it has this beautiful design on it, and it's just perfect for inside your lace books, or, you know, covering a box or whatever. So I cut those 2 pieces out of a curtain. And here is a curtain that I found. I already took the lace off of it and has since used it. But look at the pretty lace curtain part of it. Isn't that beautiful? So you get a lot of material when you get, you know, beautiful curtains. So there's a lot of material. And then I found these. I thought they were super cool. I think somebody made these for their windows. Like, this is this beautiful, I don't even know what kind of material it is, but it's really pretty. And then this is like a super soft material. But I got it for the bead trim. Isn't that so cool? See, and this is just the back of it. I guess they didn't want that to show, so they put that in the back, and just had that to show the beads. They're just acrylic or plastic or whatever, but that's what I got it for. Isn't that cool? So that was that curtain. And then I went to a garage sale this past weekend and got this, which is a huge tablecloth. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it, and she had it in the for free box, so I scooped that right up. Isn't that pretty? It's like a creamy color. Very pretty. Ooh, ouch. And then here's another piece that I cut off of a, you know, a sheer curtain again. But look at how pretty. Isn't that just so pretty? I mean, you can, you know, put this on a card, you know, glue it to a card or whatever. Oh, these are just so pretty. And it had panels after panels after panels, you know, of these going across it. So I just took my you know, that roller thing and cut these pieces out. Okay, so this is, I will share with you how, see, this is a curtain panel. Okay, so it's, you know, got that sheer material. And then as you go down the curtain, you know, here's this, which can be cut out. And this part right here. And then it goes down into a bigger piece. Isn't that beautiful? And this, my gosh, there's so much stuff that you can do with this. You can cover bottles with it. What I wanted to do with this actually is cover my trash can and make my trash can shabby chic, because my trash can in here is like totally yucky. So, and then that's, you know, more. So look for curtains, and then if you want, you can use, you know, this part here for like little fluffy flowers. But there's tons and tons of material just on that one panel. And then here's another piece that I got from that same tag sale. And again, it's like a beautiful tablecloth, and it's kind of like a peachy color. You know, it's really, really pretty, but it's got these beautiful, I think it's inside out. Yeah, it's got these beautiful, like, embroidered designs on it. Isn't that so pretty? It's more of an orangey, I'm not really sure, like an orangey peach. I wasn't keen on the color, but, you know, I can always try and alter the color with sprays and stuff, but for free, heck, why not? I can find something to do with it. So that was that piece, and it's kind of huge. I mean, I don't even know if it would fit on my table. And then I got this one here, and this is another curtain, and it's very, very beautiful, and it's not really sure of the material, but it looks like that. Isn't that beautiful? So again, there's tons on this panel, and it's funny because sometimes you'll go to the you know, Savers or the thrift store, and you only find one panel. There was only one of these, so I thought that was kind of funny. And I really like the look of that as well, and that would be pretty, really, really pretty on a covered box, or you can make a purse out of it or whatever. There's a lot of things that you can do with it. I just love the design on it. But see how these two together look, you know, kind of like peachy color. It's hard to tell. Like here's white. I don't know if that gives you an idea of what the color of those are. Okay, so that's that. And then I got this, which was a really pretty runner, but I didn't get it for the runner. I want to cut these out of here. Isn't that so pretty? I love it. And then I can use the material in the center, you know, for something else, because that's really pretty too. And then these I totally scored on. This is a huge pillowcase. I mean, it's huge. It's like huge. But again, I got it for the piece in the middle here. Look at how huge that is. There are so many things you can do, you know, cutting that out and using it. Isn't that pretty? Pretty, pretty. And then, of course, these here. So I got that one. I think I might have gotten another one of those. Yeah, this is another one, and it's the same exact one. So I'll be cutting into that one. And then lastly, I got another runner, and this one is really, really long, and it's got a lot of stains in it. So it was probably well loved on somebody's buffet table or whatever. But see how pretty this is? I don't know what this is called, but I really, really love the look of that. And there is a lot on this. You know, this piece, it's really a large piece. And look at this part right here. Isn't that pretty? Is that the, okay, yeah, this is, see? You know, so you can cut like that out and use it just like that, you know, on a box. Wouldn't that be pretty just like that? Maybe hanging over the side. So, you know, you can put something here, whatever, cluster flowers. There's really a lot of stuff that you can do. So, yes, look in the bath part of the secondhand stores, where you will find, you know, table runners like this, or sometimes you can find pretty towels that have beautiful laces on them. Look at your sheets. A lot of times they'll sell the top sheet and not the bottom sheet, because the bottom sheet, you know, gets pilly and yucky. But the top sheet is really nice for the fabric. You can find really, really nice ones, you know, to make flowers, cover boxes, whatever, you know, just for, you know, your creations, not for your own bed, if that's, you know, not what you want. And your pillowcases, and of course your curtains. And like I said, if you're not interested in, you know, buying clothing for yourself, you can always look at cocktail dresses, skirts. You know, sometimes they have long flowing, beautiful, you know, skirts with beautiful material. So you have a lot of material on long skirts and stuff like that. So yeah, look in different sections, not just crafts. They, you know, a lot of times they don't even have any kind of crafts, you know, at my place, and I haven't had any luck with any kind of lace anywhere, but I did score on this kind of stuff and other stuff that I'll share with you in a later video. That's you know, stuff to alter. And I got some beautiful new milk glass pieces that I'd like to also share with you guys. And that's it for today's thrift store haul. I hope you like what you saw, and I hope that what I said makes sense, you know, looking for, you know, different things in different parts of your thrift shops, or you know, tag sales and stuff like that, because you'll find, you know, really beautiful stuff in places where you wouldn't expect it. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll be back with another video. Take care, everybody, and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.